Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Rolex Datejust 36. This one with a silver dial with the what they call, or what is colloquially known as the Pave 6 and 9 Roman numeral hour marks. In other words, basically the 6 and 9 in Roman numeral hour marks in 18 karat gold with 24 diamonds total. All right, all the rest of the Roman numerals in 18 karat yellow gold as well. So I'll be going over all the aspects of this case, aspects of this watch, the case, the bezel, the dial, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the bracelet, the Oyster Bracelet, on this reference number 126233. So starting off with the case, we have 36 millimeters. It's in the name Datejust 36 from finger to thumb. That's the 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock position. Also the 10 to 4 o'clock position. Same distance, same diameter, same 36 millimeters. You have the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown, the twin lock waterproofness system there to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. You have a full high polish construction here with a very, very strong grade of steel. Basically, it's made of oyster steel, which is made of the highest grades of steel while also maintaining other minerals in order to maintain a very, very high polish and extremely lustrous appearance, as you can see. Evident on the front of the case as well, tapering down with the lugs. And sitting on the front of the case, by the way, is the fluted bezel, also a high polish, but with a 18 karat yellow gold construction as well. Now, it was originally made with the function of screwing directly onto the front of the case to ensure the water resistance, but modern technology over time deemed that, well, not really necessary anymore. So it's basically kept as a mark of distinction. So whenever you see this fluted bezel, you'll know it's a Rolex. They always make it in some sort of gold, and in this case, yellow gold, to match the yellow gold Rolex look here. And when it's talking about the look here, we also have the silver dial with Roman numeral hour marks. Again, the silver dial itself being a sunray finish, so you can see the fine finishing in there to make it a nice radial look there. But the hour marks themselves, 18 karat yellow gold minus the 6 and 9, which are 18 karat yellow gold and with 24 diamonds total. Gives it a very good flair to an otherwise, pretty standard Datejust, I would say. But not only that, it also gives it a very good set of balance here, because the Rolex crown, the complexity of the crown is balanced by the weight, the visual weight, the size of the 6 and the date aperture, even though the date aperture itself is small on the dial, big under the Cyclops lens, which by the way is part of the scratch resistant sapphire crystal. It's large under that Cyclops lens and nicely balanced against the complexity of the 9 at the 9 o'clock position. So you have a very nicely balanced, quite symmetrical in that aspect visual appearance for this watch. Now when it comes to setting the time on this, rather simple. Just simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. The first position allows you to wind the watch. So about 20 to 30 full winds will get you to the full power reserve if you're at dead stop. So once you start feeling the resistance and the damping starting to ramp up, that's when you know you've reached the full power reserve. Rather simple there. Pull the crown out to the next position. You can advance the date by 1. It's a quick set and rapid set. So basically you can do this at any time of the day and it happens very quickly. So if you find yourself behind by about a day or so, you can do so very easily. Pull the crown out to the final position and note that the seconds hand does in fact stop, allowing you to adjust the minute hand precisely and by extension the hour hand as well, and placing it wherever it needs to go based on the position of that seconds hand. And also using the minute track at the edge of the dial, you can actually set the time quite accurately, if not precisely. Press the crown back in once you have the second hand synchronized up to an atomic clock to get started once more, and simply screw it back in, back against the case to ensure the superior water resistance. All right, so what makes all of this work on the inside is the caliber 3235 made in-house by Rolex. You can't see through the case back, but you do have that added security of the solid steel. It features a plus or minus 2 second per day time differential after casing, giving you the superlative chronometer certification as printed on this and every Rolex style. You also have the center hour, minute, and seconds hands with the instantaneous date with the rapid setting and stop seconds for precise time setting. All those features I had just demonstrated using just the winding crown alone. The oscillator on the inside features a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring with high-performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So what does that mean? That means you can get relatively close to magnets and circuitry and things like that, while also you can also take a few bumps here and there and it won't make any effect on the movement. It'll be keeping track of time just fine. No need to worry about the timekeeping ability of the movement on the inside of the watch. The inside also features a bidirectional self-winding perpetual rotor, which means that basically you can wear this on your wrist, and the natural movements of your wrist will keep that rotor spinning in place, which then winds the mainspring barrel, which then charges the power reserve. The power reserve for this watch being nearly 70 hours. Basically, you can set this down on a Friday evening, pick it back up the following Monday morning, the following week. No need to wind the watch. Just simply wear it all day Monday, and you're good to go. You're back to the full power reserve thanks to that bidirectional self-winding perpetual rotor, center mounted on the inside, of course. Now while I'm zoomed out here, you can see the bracelet here. An Oyster bracelet, flat links 3-piece across with the high polish 18 karat yellow gold intermediate links down the center with satin brush finish on the steel links on the outside, the Oyster steel links, with a high polish on their sides. There's a nice gentle taper down to the folding clasp here with the Rolex crown logo just by itself raised. Lift the top of the clasp to unhook it, and you have the full Rolex logo underneath with a full steel construction. And the added benefit of the Oyster folding clasp is the Easy Link 5mm extension. So what that is basically you can, if you have this watch sized perfectly to your wrist, nice and snug, you'll feel it get tight occasionally, and that's due to natural swelling of the wrist, which happens to everyone, imperceptible to everyone outside, but you will certainly feel it with the watch on your wrist. So to get rid of that discomfort, just simply reach under here, pull it straight out. There you go, another half Oyster link or 5mm of comfort extension, so you can continue to wear your watch in any condition. Simply fold it back in on itself when you're done, snap it back into the clasp, and you're good to go. While I'm here, I can also try it on and give you my thoughts as to how it wears on my wrist, 7 inches in circumference. All right, and if you already know me from my videos on this channel, you already know that the 36mm case sizes are the best from Rolex. They're the sweet spot for me because not only do you get a nice framing from the 12 and 6 o'clock sides of the watch, you also have a very nice overall pleasing composition here with all the elements on the dial. Even though the numbers themselves are a bit heavy toward the bottom, the 4 being the large 4, not the more concise 4 that sort of takes the form of like the opposite of the 6 there, nicely balances out the 8 and the 7 there, visually speaking. And just enough space around each of the elements here to give them their own breathing space without looking too spaced apart and not too condensed, not like the 41 and the 31 respectively. The 36 fits just right. And speaking of fitting just right, sits on the top of my wrist quite nicely, just almost barely any space under the lugs there, with plenty of breathing room from the bracelet. Thanks to the bracelet, the Oyster bracelet, zero tolerance among the links, so that basically means that for the entire lifetime of the watch, the entire lifetime of the bracelet as well, it will never pinch the skin, it will never pull hairs out of the wrist. It feels very comfortable, very sporty as well, thanks to that Oyster bracelet there. But yeah, taking a look at the front of the case here, or face on rather, looks absolutely beautiful, and the silver dial does actually fit in with the overall silvery type of look with that the satin brush finishing on the steel bracelet, as well as the high polish sort of juxtaposed next to each other on the lugs there and on the case. Gives it a very nice cohesive presentation overall with the yellow gold Roman numeral hour marks, so you can see that they will never actually tarnish for the entire life of the watch, matching that of the bezel and the intermediate links of the bracelet. So very cohesive watch, a very excellent sort of starting point, but if you're getting like 2 steps ahead of the basic starting point of the Rolex Datejust, an excellent place to start, if not just exceptional, and certainly one to fill in for your collection as well. But that's all I can say about this watch. What do you think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Datejust 36 with the silver dial, with the 6 and 9 in diamonds, Roman numeral hour marks, of course, with the Fluted Bezel and Oyster Bracelet. Again, the reference number 126233. Let us know down in the comments below if you happen to enjoy this video or learn something. Hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, new, used, discontinued, whatever, or even brand new, we can still get them for you here at Jazz Time. You can just visit the links down in the description below. You can see this watch, you can purchase it as well. Thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you in the next one.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jazz Time, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.